Second unit, third paragraph. Let's continue reading the story. One day, there was a grand wind for kite flying. I'm not sure how it happened, but as I was bringing the kite from the house, I tripped and fell over the rocks. My elbow went clear through the kite, making a big hole. Have you noticed how this paragraph suddenly begins narrowing down the time to a particular day? I have a feel that now Philippa is ultimately going to tell us the main event that led Aunt Easter, Mimi, and Dick to start living with them. Don't you feel so? Have you noted the adjective grand to describe the appropriateness of the wind speed for kite flying? Doesn't it also help us to understand the passion the kids had for kite flying? Would you like to check the meaning of the word grand in any online dictionary? It may help you evaluate the passion the two kids had for flying kites. The second sentence is a bit lengthy and a bit complex too. But once you get the sense groups arranged in the order of time, you get the meaning easily. I was bringing the kite from the house. I tripped and fell over the rocks. I'm not sure how it happened. I'm sure now the meaning is clear to you. Just make a note that Philippa tripped and fell over when she was bringing the kite from the house. That means if some action occurs when some other is already going on, we refer to the former in simple aspect and the latter in continuous aspect. Here are some similar examples for you to study. The students fell asleep as the teacher was reading the text aloud. Let's modify the earlier example to understand how it works. As the teacher was reading the text aloud, the students yawned and fell asleep. Hope you have got this right now. You may now think of some similar experiences from your own lives and try to express them following this manner in English to consolidate your learning. Don't you feel sorry as Philippa's elbow punched a hole through their favorite kite? The poor kid might have hurt herself badly and now their kite is torn. By the way, don't miss how here we have the phrase making a big hole functioning as an adverb. It describes how Philippa's elbow went straight through the kite, making a hole through the kite in the process. Remember, adverbials can be placed both at the beginning and at the end of a sentence. That is to say, you may rewrite the last sentence by inverting the order. Making a big hole, my elbow went clear through the kite. Let me know if you feel that the meaning got manipulated with the change of the position of the adverbial. Take as much time you need to study this paragraph satisfactorily. We meet again in the next session to read the next paragraph together.